JTAG versus Ehmon. The winner of this is going to go on to play the winner of Hockey and Curl, which is currently being played out right now. So we're going to start off with Dark Samus, who has amazing skins, against JTAG Sonic, who he played in Smash 4, who arguably is maybe unchanged in terms of where he finds himself on the tier list and his overall strengths, even without the dash attack cancel, or the spin dash cancel. Ehmon, I think, is going to like this matchup a lot because with Samus, he's able to put up projectile walls that cover horizontal planes, and he's also going to have the Zair. That one part of the matchup is that he is going to die relatively early, so in a string like that JTAG was able to pull off, he's able to secure the stock and build himself a little bit of lead, which helps him endure a lot of this projectile camping. Okay. Good air dodge back to the stage, avoiding that up tilt that could have possibly hit the up B. That's spin dash into homing attack. What he's doing right there with the spin dash and hopping around is interesting because it kind of reminds me of spin dash canceling in the way that you can change the timing in which you come in. So that's a new development, I think, in Ultimate. It's like that right there, where he can stall the time that he can actually come forward, and he can bounce several times from what we've seen so far. Ooh, how many hits was that? Already at 75, and the lead is only getting wider. JTAG with stage control, and then not able to find a moment of advantage. Leaves the bomb out there. Wastes his charge shot, and now he is without kill move. He could potentially kill with up B, I would imagine, or down tilt. Both those require him to be on Sonic, which he doesn't want to do and is likely not to receive in neutral. Okay. And then clearing it up with the up air, but at 100%, it's a real big deficit. I don't know that Dark Samus has any bread and butters that rack on early damage at low percent, so it's going to be kind of him poking a lot and stacking damage with these projectiles. We'll see if he can do it. It's a big ask. Okay. Good dash attack on Ehmon's part to put JTAG off stage. But JTAG just so in his face on that recovery with Dark Samus floaty and taking a bit of time with most of her horizontal movement while in disadvantage off stage. JTAG was able to run entirely across the stage and put out the can't get away from that homing attack. I wonder if we'll see up tilt as a get off me tool a little bit more, or if we'll, whenever he doesn't have the spacing to land the up B. I don't know that I've seen him use it a lot, though, in this matchup so far. And right now, I think JTAG's opting just to circle camp him, go over him. I'm surprised that he missed the platform and wasn't able to get over and repeat the movement he had performed already. But at this point, he has absolutely no reason to go in. And then setting up a pretty sizable wall right there. JTAG definitely weaving in and out. And then with a lot of shielding, he's trying to punish with that up B. So far, JTAG's fallen out of it a good amount of times. And it doesn't seem like he's even going to get the kill when he lands it. But the next one should kill based on how far he went up that last time, if the back air doesn't kill first. And despite having been at a 100% deficit at one point, Ehmon is 20% away from tying this game back up. And it looks like he's going to find that with some up airs. JTAG now feeling a little bit of the pressure with how close Ehmon is to bringing this even and taking the lead for the first time in this game. Interesting left, similar to like a snake grenade with his back to his opponent, and then left his bomb out there with his back to JTAG. I think that's a very interesting change in his neutral so far, but I do agree with it. I think it's a smart way to stop JTAG from getting in and to keep his back face to JTAG for the back air perhaps. At 103%, JTAG is not able to find his way back in easily, and at this point had to risk it all on a fair dodge. right, so Ehmon's going to go ahead and take game 1 on PS2. He was down, but never out, and that kind of fortitude helped him to earn that first win. We'll see where JTAG goes for the counter pick. He's currently spending some time thinking. Asked about the bans, and they're going to take it to Kalos. I don't feel like there should be any change on either side's part. I feel like there were moments where JTAG was winning. There were moments where Ehmon was winning. There were moments neither of them really suppresses or presses the other one too hard, either in neutral or disadvantage. So, and since they're both from San Marcos, I also think they're both familiar with this matchup. They probably play relatively often, is what my guess would be. Okay. And this is how JTAG like to start the matches, in your face and racking that damage. And we saw this in the first game. Let's see if Ehmon can avoid letting it run away from him like he did the first game. These up airs have been really good for him in the trade that he's going for whenever JTAG is above him. Interesting, interesting. I like the option that he chose there to fast fall to the ledge. But right now, he's so wild looking for these up B punishes, and he's not landed them, but he's also been able to cross up by fast falling. So in neutral, so far has escaping punish for that. It's interesting. That's something that JTAG is going to want to tighten up on if he goes back to fight him in the later round or in the game 3 even. JTAG looking for fair after that spin dash. Interesting. He was really low when he came on the stage with that fair. I want to say that maybe the spacing wasn't really good for that. The only way that would have worked out is if Ehmon had chosen an aggressive option, but so far it seems like Ehmon's mostly content to let him get back on stage at the very least. Trapping him at the ledge isn't necessarily great for Ehmon, so he needs him up and in the air. Kind of gambled with that charge shot. Right now he's at a small deficit. Leaves the bomb there. Tries to edge guard JTAG, but JTAG leaned a bit out with that up B before he came up. Ooh, down tilted, down angled forward tilt or forward smash is gonna go ahead and set Ehmon off stage, and yeah, he's not recovering from that one. The up B is gonna get the gimp. That was a really good stock for JTAG to take where he's at with his percentage. He's going to be able to lose this stock and still be a whole stock up, which we saw in the previous game is a really tall hill for Ehmon to climb, but it is climbable. We got 4.5 minutes. Y'all better buckle up. We're going to be here at least another 2.5. All right. Here we go, Ehmon putting up the wall. JTAG finding some room with his aerials. Yeah, so far Ehmon doing a really good job of kind of just keeping JTAG out with his projectiles, but it's not going to be enough to win this match. He's going to need to find ways to tack on damage and hold JTAG in disadvantage so that he can rack on even more. Yeah. Ehmon looking for a B reverse on his charge shot. Not finding it, but lands the up B. Dangerously close to killing. Another 20% probably will do that. And yeah. This is going to be interesting. Wow, the air dodge through Samus so that he could be facing coverage with the jab. Yeah, but he managed to take the game. He's going to go ahead and put himself on the board. It is now 1-1 going into game 3. Winner of this, like I said, will go on to play hockey in round 5 quarters of winners. Yeah, it looks like in the early, like in stock 1 of each game, Ehmon is letting him get in, and when JTAG's getting in, he's tacking on like 50 damage before Ehmon can really answer back. Yeah, and the problem really is just that the speed that he has behind him allows him to approach a neutral and force Ehmon to make commitments if he wants to really get some good damage in there. It was not on. Oh, yeah. Thanks for chat for pointing that out, that mic wasn't on. But we're going to go ahead and start game 3, and Ehmon coming straight out the gate with a side B forward smash.
Ooh, good stuff from Ehmon right now, challenging these neutrals.
And look at him. He's, for a moment there, it almost looked like he was going to start pushing JTAG further off stage to take the stock.
Oh.
JTAG
tried to get that B, wasn't close enough to him.
Yeah, JTAG still hasn't put any damage on him. Already at 72, less than 30 seconds into the match.
I think this is a great stage pick by Ehmon. He can, because it reduces the amount of options JTAG has to approach him. Because Samus can really hold either ground or air, whatever his pick is.
As long as she has that center stage,
yes.
Yeah, it feels really like a stronghold that she has on the stage.
I can tell JTAG's definitely playing more defensive this game.
Yeah.
So good stuff from Ehmon.
And then not only that, but the shortness of the stage forces him to have to interact more often with Ehmon, and Ehmon's favoring that.
0 to death from Ehmon.
Oh, yeah.
On the SD.
Ugh.
Very unfortunate.
The SD is probably the worst way that could have finished, but it's still 0 to death nonetheless.
That up B, that neutral B actually traded with all of his spin dash. That was very surprising.
I like when he puts out that mine for him to catch. I'm not sure if there's like a technical name for it.
Ehmon going for that damage on that downer. He's getting pressured. Oh, unfortunate.
I wonder if he didn't know that he didn't have a jump there. I feel like if he had a jump, he would have made it.
Yeah, he might have been able to hit the spring and maybe get a second recovery there because he was such low damage.
Yeah. But that kind of misfortune is actually going to bring JTAG back into the game without that stock deficit anymore. But Ehmon still...
Ehmon, great coverage on that downer from JTAG.
And he's like, if JTAG's coming in, I'm going to get out of his way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then when JTAG goes on the platform, good. I'm going to take center stage.
Yeah, he just has to read JTAG's approach from him, and that's really all he has to play right now.
Right.
He can play as patient as he wants.
Time him out, right?
Yeah, he can hold this lead as long as he wants. He's got to approach him.
Yeah, agreed. And I think JTAG is finding it really hard to get in, and Ehmon kind of just cruising his way to a
just
game win.
Keeping the pressure with these fairs, holding JTAG out.
Right.
Waiting for him to do a commit to an approach.
Yeah. And JTAG actually doing surprisingly well at keeping himself in up until those last 2 hits.
Ooh, good up B from Ehmon.
Wow, what coverage on that vertical.
Very well. Ooh, here we go.
And JTAG eating a bit of damage just trying to push that aggressive horizontal approach.
Yeah, Ehmon's patience right now is really paying off on the stage.
For sure. He's just holding it in shield if he sees JTAG come in. He's completely avoiding him sometimes, and the options he's throwing out are only when JTAG's in disadvantage.
Yeah, and he seems to be more disadvantaged on this stage with Samus.
Oh, man.
Great fair from Ehmon.
That whole stock was kind of just Ehmon's control.
Yeah,
like,
he's just kind of holding him the whole time. It took forever, but it was a solid.
Yeah, and it took about a minute and a half. I imagine we'll see another minute and a half. And with the way that JTAG keeps approaching him and eating these up Bs.
Man, that's 15 damage. He's racking it.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh, that was a missed opportunity for JTAG.
Ooh, good back here from Ehmon. He's catching him on his aerial approaches with these up Bs.
Yeah.
Just anti-airing this man.
Yeah, and you can see JTAG's having to get on the platform just to get in.
I know.
But being on that platform still is a disadvantage for him.
It's killing him. Ehmon's looks like he's gonna take this now if it's going at this rate.
Yeah, these short hop up airs are really punishing JTAG trying to come off the platform.
I don't know what Ehmon was thinking with that fair on that fast fall.
I think he's thinking, I'm a stock up, I'm lapping this man, I'm about to finish him with some class and some style.
Yeah, desperate play with JTAG on that up smash.
Right. And
he really needs something going, and he's throwing out whatever he can to get some damage on Ehmon, trying to take out this stock.
Yeah, and that air dodge, if it had not been a commitment on Ehmon's part, could have taken advantage of that small missed opportunity.
JTAG kind of reducing the amount of spin dashes he's doing right now. He's really looking for it. Oh, there it is. Oh, another runoff back air from Ehmon. That's going to take the game.
And that was just another incident of JTAG trying to get into the center stage and getting punished again.
Yes.
Brutal.
That back air has